Welcome back to Peach Trees, our city of gardens. We are going to continue today expanding our city. The last couple of episodes we were working on our high density area. However, today we are going to be working on something else. That's why I'm looking onto this big fertile land here. And my plan is we go out of the camera that we have a big industrial demand. So today I do want to build a farm, a big farm here. So that's exactly what we are going to start working immediately. So one thing I must mention is that there's this big hill I forgot to terraform away. If I were to play this again, I will probably even this out and make it flat. However, now I am going to deal with my mistake that I forgot to do this, and I will build around. And that's why I want to build the main part of the agricultural area in this valley here, or this spot that has the same level of terrain as everything else. What I do want to do, however, is if I take my level terrain tool, is expand this a little bit. So we do have a little bit more space, and maybe even it out just a little bit like this. And my plan is that I do want to build the farms that are actually producing our resources on the hill, and then everything else can be down in this valley. So I am quickly just going to draw in the road that marks the edge of this hill, maybe like this. And now I know where the hill starts, and I can come up from here and then later on build towards this side with our processing buildings. So I am going to expand or extend this road here a little bit, and we are going to go parallel to the rail, and then we are going to take a highway, the two-way highway, come out and just connect those up so that we have a high-speed connection from this main road here into our farming area. So let's immediately deactivate the traffic light so we don't forget to do that later. So when we come over here, of course, what we need first is a district for our industry. So I am going to generously zone a district here. And then later on, we can always decide how big it's going to be. Of course, having this farming area does not only take care of our industrial demands, but it will also support us because we zone so much of the local and organic produce. So it of course also makes sense that we have our own agricultural area. Now, I do want to upgrade this road into a big or large industrial road. And we then can come out with some other industrial roads and zone our layout. Of course, the angles, actually the angles are not too bad because our highway is also a little bit angled like this, so it should actually look quite nice. So I do want my main farming industry building here on the entrance to our area. So let's put that down. And then we are going to put down some fields. For the fields, as I've said, I will go from this main road, go towards the highway and onto the hill, because I think those is actually not unrealistic that those are located on a hill. So let's leave a little bit of space and then put down a couple of those. And then maybe do a second row with some fruit fields. Now this is 8, so we also come out by 8. Is this 8? I think it is. And then put down some fruit fields. Oh, there's actually a gap, but it's okay. This and like this. And I think this should, yeah, doesn't look too bad, does it? So, of course, we're also going to need one. This I need to clean up later. I still haven't done that. So we are going to follow this main road. And then we are coming over like this. But let's do it properly. We want to hook up exactly underneath the road. Then come under the main roads like this, and then provide water to our farms or to our fields like this. And then we also need some storage. And I think I'm going to come out across the road like this and have some storage for both the fruit and the, well, what is it? I do want grain. Now we have potatoes, so let's change this to wheat. For now, maybe later on we can put in some larger fields that also produce something else. I think the apples look fine, so let's keep those in. And we were going to put down some storage facilities, so let's do 2 here and 2 here. And then, of course, we can also put in some animal. What is it? Animal pasture, which I think we can put on this side. Let's quickly run the game and see how is our worker situation. We can provide enough workers. So actually, I think for the moment, we are just going to leave it like this because I do want to use the cattle sheds instead of the animal pastures. So we are going to provide some electricity, and I'm just going to follow the main road for now. Maybe later we can also put in some windmills so that our farms have their own access to electricity. So this is all connected up. That's great. Let's deactivate the traffic lights and just give priority to the main industry road like this. And people should be starting to work here. Of course, now we're making a loss, but later on we should be making money. And this should now slowly develop. We also have some commercial demand. And I was also thinking that not only do I want an agricultural area, I also want to build up a worker area for people to live close to the agricultural area. Of course, now we have almost no residential demand, but that's going to change. So I think inside here, I do want to build up some smaller area, which means I am going to come out with a fancier road, maybe like this, and then build up some housing zones here. This is going to be a small area, so we are going to build a smaller town square like this, where we can put in some commercial and other assets, and then we are going to, let's quickly do it like this. We're going to just have some blocks like this for people to live. How much is this? 800. So let's come up by 800 and build something like this around the town square. This does look a little bit crooked, so let's do that again. How does this look? Seems okay. Of course, we maybe want a district here for now, which we can then give some specializations. Of course, we do want local and organic produce, and maybe we do want self-sufficient buildings. Why not? Because it's kind of a rural area, so maybe people want to be self-sufficient. Can we build this? Yes, we can. Let's do that. And maybe have something to break the grid like this. Not break the grid, but change up the grid. Very nice. Maybe we will need to upgrade this to a larger road, so people actually see this as the main road out of the city. So for now, I'm just going to zone some commercial, because that's where we have the demand. Like this, then maybe a smaller commercial asset this side, then let's turn it around there. And maybe let's quickly take a look into our unique buildings. Let's see if we can put something down. For example, the clock tower. Doesn't line up, but I think that will be actually looking nice if we had this asset somewhere around here. Or do we want to go for something else? City Hall. City Hall would fit in nicely and also line up, so let's go for that. And let's just quickly give us a guideline where the middle is, as long as nothing has come in, like this. And then let's make sure power still syncing through. Then this, of course, must be replaced like this. It's quite large, but I think it's fine. Maybe we can accompany this with some plazas. Then, of course, we also need water. So let's provide that. Then go over like this and like this. Very nice. This is slowly developing. This is going to be our worker town, so of course we can also give maybe the European suburbia to give it a little bit a different look. And of course we also want schools out, because we want those people here in this district to go work in our farm. This and a little bit. And then probably we also want some services on this side of the map or of our city. And I think we can also plan some service for the farm as well. So a firehouse, I think we can definitely give a big one, because also our farm, we of course don't want to catch fire. And I think we can also put in fire watchtower like this next to the firehouse. cover this entire area. And then we can do a small police station here, maybe also a small clinic like this. And probably we're also going to need a crematorium, which we can maybe have here some services to our farming area. And let's just zone some houses. If something wants to come in, we can provide it like this. And then let's see how this develops. We still have a lot of commercial demand, so let's fill this in, our town square. This is probably going to get busy, so we must see how this develops. We almost hit the next level, which then will finally let us expand to what we want this to become. Because right now, this is just, you know, the starting industry, which of course is always a little bit interesting. Oh, I just remember I gave the self-sufficient buildings zone, so European suburbia will not work, but that's fine. We're just going to have it develop how it wants. We have 0 demand, so we really need this to upgrade so we can continue building up our farm. We are producing quite some crops, although we're not selling any at the moment. That's also fine because we're making 40,000 a week, I think that is. Yeah, so not really worried about the money issues. So we upgraded. So let's pause and plan our farming area a little bit better. So let's quickly also check. So I am going to, just for me, kind of draw in, or actually quickly terraform a little bit further this way, because we do want a nice area where we can have our industry. So let's go along here just for me to remember where we have a different level of terrain. This is just going to be kind of a marker. Maybe I can do it later with a fence. So because I do want to have some processing buildings alongside here, which is the flour mill on this side. So let's not pollute our fields, but this should be fine. So let's do 1, 2, 3 flour mills. And then on this side, we can do 1, 2, 3 cattle sheds to produce some animal products. And then let's close the loop and have another route going towards this direction. And here we can put in a factory, which we just unlocked. Is the bakery. We need crops, flour, and animal products, everything we are producing. And we can just put that down here and then have a one-way system actually and come down like this for the moment. Make sure that everything has water. This and electricity, yes, will go through. So let's see how this will develop. I think maybe what we can also do is store up some of these resources around here. So let's do 2 storage facilities. Let's do smaller warehouse like this. Can we squeeze in? Yes. So this one here will store up animal products. And this one will store up flour. There we go. So this will now really boost our industry. Of course, we are producing flour and animal products, and this will produce pastries. I think maybe we will want another warehouse to store up the unique factory products. Maybe a medium one around here to store up some of those unique factory products, because maybe later on we're also going to have another factory around there. There you go. Right, so there's a little bit of housing demand, but that should already be taken care of. So let's continue also with some commercial, because we still have quite a large demand for that. But I think this area is quite nicely developing. How's our city looking? Good. We do have some complaints here. For some reason, it seems that the walking path here got deleted for some reason. So let's take care of that. How's our university doing? Oh, we need more academic work. So let's give a grant so we can further upgrade our university. Everything else seems quite nice. Traffic flow doing quite well as well. Downtown looking nice. Everything else doing pretty well. Cemetery usage is, oh, one of the cemeteries is full, so let's empty that one out. There is a crematorium right next door, so I think, yeah, they can just dump the people in there, or the deceased rather. Right. This is producing stuff, and it's also making a profit, but for some reason we sometimes do have some electricity problems, which I'm not sure why, but okay. This is making us a ton of money now, which is also great. So yeah, everything seems to be working out quite nicely. I'm looking at the terrain because, of course, I'm already planning ahead a little bit, and I would like to incorporate some railway also to hook this up with a railway line so we can sell some of these products directly by rail. And I was thinking to come up like this with a rail, and then here put in a railway station, or a cargo station rather, for our farm to sell off some of the products we're producing here. We are storing up some flour and animal products as well, so this should have a steady supply, and maybe even produce a little bit more. Should be fine. Crops, yeah, we have a ton of crops as well. It's nice. Here we can further put down some housing like this, and also on this side, although these are some ugly zonings, so let's clean that up a little bit. Also here, maybe here we can have kind of a commercial corner, people to do some shopping. Yeah, that should be fine. And oh, course, we can also put down the workers' barracks, which I think we can put in on this side here. We have a road already here, so let's put down maybe 6. Those workers' barracks are right next to the fire station, but this fire station is important to keep our people safe. Also, yeah, this is a little bit close. So, yeah, maybe what's going on with our power? Oh, okay. We must hook this up. I think this is not producing enough. I did not realize that this actually our garbage processing is providing the power for this entire area. Of course, that's not what we wanted, so we need to connect this up so the power can circulate in the entire city. That's fine. So we must already think about what we want to do about our rail line. So my plan is to have a rail line running alongside the highway and then have another cargo station here, and then also put in a local rail line for transporting people somewhere in our city. But that's something for the next episode, but I'm just telling you because I'm already looking at this area, because we need to cross this main arterial, and we also need to provide kind of like 2 directions like we did here. And of course, the whole thing at the moment is not so pretty, so yeah, we must see. Now, this has enough workers. In fact, he has a lot of workers already, which means probably we can also see if we can put in some more workspaces in our downtown. Let's quickly look at the zoning. And yeah, I think we can put in some offices also here, just to provide some working spaces also to our more educated people we have in our city. Maybe like this. Maybe here we can also squeeze in some more. Like this. This should take care of some of this demand as well, just so that people do not get annoyed. Because don't forget that we want to have very good citizen happiness, which we have. 91. That's a very good, very good value. We're still short on local and organic produce, so we must make sure we can put down some more. Of course, here we also have some cells, and of course I am also going to expand our high density in this area, but today I'm concentrating on this side of the map, because also I really enjoy building, so don't need to rush winning this scenario. It's not a race, right? So we can just take it slow and take our time. So we did upgrade, so let's quickly see if there's something we want to put down. We have larger fields. How is our resource production? I mean, I think we have enough crops, so we probably don't need to put down anything else because we have enough workers. We just need to produce resources, so I'm just going to let it be, because I think unique factory, yeah, this one we need plastic and this one we need glass. So in order for us to produce glass, we should have an ore industry, and we will probably not get into ore in this let's play because the ore is all the way over there. And that's not a square I'm particularly interested in buying, because I'm more interested in really growing our city. Now, here, we can then probably also think about expanding this area a little bit, although you can already see here, we do have some nasty terraforming going on, so we must also think about how we can do this, but there will be a nice area to continue building. So actually, let's see if we can do something about it. If I just flatten this, okay, we did get 2 academic works. Let's quickly pause before I forget to check our uni. So we need 1 more. So let's give another grant to hospitality. So next year we should be upgrading. And actually, let's look at education. Yeah, we're a little bit short, but our university is not even remotely full, so I will not put down anything else. But what I will do is put in some education facilities on this side, because that's something I completely forgot about. So let's have that, and also maybe give park. Where's the big one? Here. Have a nice and large park somewhere. Maybe something that lines up. Nothing lines up. Okay, so let's just do something like this. And then maybe have something like this. And does this help? Yes, helps very much. Very nice. So yeah, we must keep an eye on our university, because it seems like even though we have 5,000 spaces here, people struggle to go to our university because we don't have enough places. But I feel like as long as this is not filled out, there's no point to have more people or have more university buildings. So we'll see. We'll see. Once we upgrade, we also will increase the students our university can hold, so I think it's fine. Right, so I was going to see what we can do about this terraforming, and what if I just do something like this and push this back a little bit, and then just kind of have a raised or the mountain is a little bit larger or steeper rather. Yeah, I think I like the steeper mountain, so let's just make this a little bit less harsh and do something like this. So at least here we can have some more people living in this area. So let's come out by a 90-degree angle and along like this. Ooh, not like this. Let's push it back a little bit. And then we can hook this up. And then have another row of roads, which is going to follow the terrain. I think that's fine. At least we have a little bit more zoning space. Then we can also go towards our highway on this side, although probably there's going to be some noise issues, but we will see. Like this. And how is the pollution? Oh, we barely have pollution here. That's great. Noise, however, will maybe be an issue, so we will have to see about this. But I think for now, that's going to be it for this episode. We do have a nice farming industry now, which is great. That's also providing some agricultural products to all those local and organic produce shops we have in our city. There's also a fire, which I hope the fire engine will take care of. Let's quickly watch them do their job. Thank you very much. Yeah, so next time we are going to build on our big railway project. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.